Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. But today's video is going to be about how to get through this time spiritually, physically, emotionally, socially, all that kind of stuff. Honestly, I have a little bit of notes, but I'm going to try and just go off of my feelings because y'all know I'm a Cancer. My hands ashy, yes they are, but y'all know I'm a Cancer, so feelings. But yeah, I'm just gonna go off of my heart pretty much and just tell you guys how I really feel and how I've been going throughout this entire all this rioting, all this Black Lives Matter, all that kind of stuff. And if that is something that you're interested in, keep on watching.
Everything I do it with a passion. If I gotta be a bitch, I'ma be a bad one.
All right, so first things first, I don't really want to talk on, how can I say this? I'm not going to be speaking too much about what happened to George Floyd. Because we all know what happened, and I'm kind of sick of people reiterating it. And honestly, I'm really sick of people talking to people and trying to explain it to people on why you shouldn't be a racist. Like, people are literally explaining to people why you shouldn't be racist and why you shouldn't say the N-word and why you shouldn't be doing it. To me, this is just me, that stuff is common sense, and I don't want to explain it to too many people. I'm not going to explain it to people because do you feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all know. And I don't want to reiterate myself, because I feel like for thousands of years, not thousands, I'm exaggerating, but for a long time, Black people have been saying why not to do this, why not to do that. Like, this stuff didn't just start off with my generation. Like, for generations we've been talking about this stuff, so I don't have to reiterate myself on why this stuff is bad. And I'm kind of sick of people reiterating it. I want people to start reiterating how we can buy blocks, how can we support Black businesses, how can we find Black businesses, what Black businesses should I be supporting, what businesses in my house do I have in my house that are not Black, how can I give back to my, not community, but give back to my Black people. That's the type of stuff that I want to be more like out there. I'm not really here to be telling people why not to be racist, because it's just annoying. But that's why I'm not going to be talking about the George Floyd situation, because it's just redundant, and I'm really sick of just saying the same thing, and I'm sick of people saying the same thing. I'm sick of hearing the same thing from everybody, because we already know, and I don't need to tell y'all why not to be racist. And if you don't like me for the color of my skin, please exit out of this, block me off of YouTube, delete me, everything. So this whole video is going to be pretty much dedicated towards the people who are like me, who are sick of hearing this stuff, who are honestly going through it in this time, because it's overwhelming, it's annoying, it's irritating, all of that. I want to tell y'all pretty much how to get through all this, and things and steps that I'm going to be taking and have been taking to kind of just center my energy and not give my energy to people who don't need it. I need to save my energy for my people. The fuck. So my first recommendation for being able to keep your sanity during this time is set your boundaries, like with whoever you have to set your boundaries with. And I'm not just specifically talking to Black people, however I am talking to y'all, but I'm not specifically only talking to you guys, because I'm also talking to the white allies, the Mexican allies, all of our allies too. Set boundaries. If it has to do with your family, all that, set boundaries. You're under no obligation to explain yourself or explain what Black people are dealing with or explain the Black struggle. We are not under obligation. I do not have to tell you about this. I don't have to talk to you about it. I don't have to listen to you about it. If you're gonna start talking about it, I'm gonna go ahead and just remove myself, because I'm not about to sit up here and argue with you, period. You don't have to indulge yourself in this Black creativity, I guess, how you could say it. I guess that's the best way to say it. You don't have to be in the riots, you don't have to be in the protests, you do not have to be in those types of things. You don't have to be you don't have to be in that. Like, you don't have to show your support through going to a protest. You can show your support in different ways. You don't have to have your Facebook, and I'm guilty of this, but you don't have to have your Facebook full of Black Lives Matter type thing. You don't have to be in it. You don't have to be a part of that. You can be a silent supporter, in my opinion, to protect your own peace, because there are a bunch of, because honestly, y'all, there's a lot of lost souls that are going around, and I'm talking about my people too. Like, there's a bunch of lost souls that don't know that their energy is being taken pretty much during this time. So as you are trying to keep your own chi grounded, you don't have to indulge in stuff like this. You can support in different ways. You do not have to be yelling in people's faces to prove that you are pro-black or pro anything. Just when it comes time to help your people, meaning when it comes time to support, donating, anything that doesn't involve exerting a whole bunch of energy. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. Pretty much what I'm saying is, you do not have to be in the middle of a protest to prove that you are for Black lives. You don't. And if somebody's telling you that you do, that's probably a lost soul, and just chalk it up to that, to be honest with you. Also, I think you should be tactful about what you're looking at on social media. So for me, I have completely different social medias that I have followed absolutely nobody on, and I only follow things that keep me sane, like aesthetic pictures, earthly pictures, positive quotes, law of attraction quotes, things like that. I have separate Facebooks. I have separate all that, like, and I just won't log into Snapchat. Sometimes I just won't look at anybody's stuff, and I do that just so I can kind of just get away from it, so I don't have to be bombarded with a whole bunch of Black Lives Matter, honestly. And then this too, and this is factual, they put these things out, they put different things out on our Facebook so that we can see it. So if you watch one video of George Floyd, the next video is going to be somebody else, the next video is going to be somebody else, the next video is going to be somebody else, and that's all you're feeling, your subconscious mind. And I think that we really do need to be more tactful on who we are, what we are looking at, and what we're feeding ourselves, because everything is pretty much an energy exchange. Yes, you're gonna watch that video, and then yes, you're gonna be upset. So try to not bombard yourself with a whole bunch of information like that. Also remember that your feelings are valid. What you feel is valid. What you feel to you is right. What you feel, nobody can take what you feel and then make you, and then literally try to make you feel a different kind of way. How you feel is how you feel, and I think that that's just what, I mean, stick to it. It is what it is. If you're not hurting anybody, if you're not hating anybody because of the color of their skin, what you feel is what you feel, not just that, period. Lastly, I'd say connect with other Black people that are like-minded. So like, if you're an introvert, connect with other introverts that are like you during this time. And I say do this so then you don't feel alone in this kind of a situation. You don't feel like nobody understands what you're saying, because there are 8 billion people on this earth. There are a lot more people that agree with you than what you think. So going through this and feeling like you're alone in this, you shouldn't have to feel alone while we're going through this. Another tip that I would say is go outside. This is what really helps me, honestly. Going outside and kind of sitting down in the grass, or, well, I'm allergic to grass, so I can't like sit down in the grass, but put down like a blanket and then sit down in the grass and kind of ground yourself. And then just kind of look around and realize that there are still trees around, the earth is still going, the moon is still in the sky, the sun is still in the sky, the stars are still in the sky. We are still on earth, we are still human beings, we are still here, and everybody's just going crazy here pretty much. But just remember that you are on earth, you are alive, you have air in your lungs, you are a soul that's here to experience all of this that's happening right now. And I pretty much just say that that's just unplug from all of this, turn off your phone, yeah, and then also get good sleep. Get really good sleep. If you have to, you can get a grounding mat. I will link the grounding mat that I have, and that's pretty much the same thing. So as I'm sleeping, I'm not killing off my cells, and I'm not putting my body at distress, because if you don't know, when you put your feet on the ground, you ground all of the energy in your body, just like if you were to do that in the house, like the little grounding plug, the little plug at the three prong thing, that grounding one, the little circle one at the bottom, that one just grounds all the energy. So that's pretty much, when you're grounding, that's pretty much what you're doing to your body. So you don't have like a whole bunch of electrical charge, and that's really good for your body, because then you can repair yourself, you can repair your cells, you can repair all types of things with that. Yes. That's pretty much what I wanted to come here and say. Yes, like I said in my other video, I am pro-black. I'm very much so pro-black woman. I'm very much so pro LGBTQ. Although I'm not a part of that community, I support them. Trans, all that, I'm with all that, you get what I'm saying? I don't care if you're white, black, Indian, African, anything. I support humanity. I support respect, just plain respect for every human being, even if we don't have the same thoughts. At the end of the day, we are really all one. So yeah, that's all I had to say for this video. Protect your energy, protect yourself. We are under a spiritual attack. Spirits are able to walk the earth now, and we need to protect ourselves. That's pretty much all I gotta say. Period, sis. Okay. Yeah, so bye guys.